Welcome to Market Matters. I'm Nadia Hassan together with Charlotte Chong. There's a starman in the sky, I think, but these days we are looking at interesting sectors that usually would have stars on them. Yes, I think this is very fitting today that we pick for companies in the news. Bina Puri Holdings Bhd. Yesterday, you guys actually did talk about the mid-caps, right? The mid-size guys. You're not talking about the MRCBs or the WCTs.
I think nowadays we talk more on construction rather than, a lot of property companies, because construction, they are more, they are buffered from the property slowdown because they have a lot of projects coming from the government.
Yes, I was about to say government. What? Sorry, I didn't say anything. And the fact is, this the share price actually did go up a nice little 9.64% to 45.5 cents. And what happened was today they had a press briefing. Group ED Matthew T. Give the man cred. He's actually quite enthusiastic. He says that they are going to secure construction projects worth 1 billion this year. And the thing is, he did say that, look, it's not a strange target, although it sounds big to your ears on your first go around. The fact is, these past few years, all the projects they've been getting per year have exceeded 1 billion, and they have a good track record in that.
So currently, the company has ongoing projects worth about 3.4 billion ringgit, outstanding order book at 1.89 billion ringgit. Right now, they have projects. There's several projects in Johor. They have one in Petronas Pengerang Complex, LKIM in Kuching.
They have a few in Pengerang, actually.
They have actually one Pengerang project, and the other one is residential projects.
Yeah, they also have, they're doing something for like some chemical storage as well. A whole bunch of stuff down in Pengerang. As you said, LKPM, sorry before I interrupted you. But I like this one. Bonus Regional Series Treatment in KL. Bonus.
I wonder where the
anyway,
location
so
is.
I might have written that down wrong, but yes, Regional Series Treatment in KL, among others, they've got quite a few, right? So they also have this 230 million Prima project in JB. And now that, since they actually do a lot of stuff in Pengerang, it's not like you said, I know I'm repeating what you said, but the fact is, it bears emphasizing because these guys seem to have their niche down in JB.
It's actually good for this company because when they are building, a lot of construction projects in JB, they can move their, construction, all the cars around, all the soil around. It's easier for them.
Well, it's closer to the port, isn't it? It's closer to the port, right? They're also doing some other stuff as well. I mean, you look at the laundry list, a lot of it, like I said, is from Pengerang. There's a bunch of projects there, which essentially is just the 4 lab buildings and a couple of main control buildings. That's already 234. So yeah, but the thing is, if you look at the earnings, right? Yeah, you can be enthusiastic with me all you want. Why are your earnings actually both down? 35%, 36% almost on the top line, and 25% on the bottom line, yeah.
Now, the reason why the decrease of revenue was mainly because the completion of construction works for this thing called tourist recreational and commercial development for KK Times Square. And that's why they see lower revenue being booked in for the quarter.
Yeah, so, well, that's one thing to keep in mind. Let's see if these new projects will actually boost them up. Just to wrap it up for you, the fact is we're looking at DuFuTech today for companies in the news. Group, their ED actually came out and said, look, we'll probably get 1 billion worth of projects this year. We've done it before. We'll do it again. In fact, if we want to do more. As we can see by the projects, a lot of it is down in Johor, but they're also doing some housing projects as well. But saying that, the earnings still aren't the best. And we have to see whether or not the new projects will help. Moving on finally to Broker's Call, we're looking at, and I loved this story today, Malaysia Airports Holdings Bhd, because I really love to know about the traffic flow, and that's why you have 2 reports today. And why it's beautiful is because the 2 reports are completely on the other side of the spectrum. TA has a sell, target price is 588, and the other one is MIDF. They have a buy, and the target price is 635. Yeah, not that much difference in terms of prices, like $1, 1 ringgit, give or take.
So but yeah, different is actually very, very optimistic about this company, given that December traffic numbers just gone down, actually.
Yeah, I know. So, okay, let's just take either view, right? I'll be TA, you'll be MIDF. The fact is, if I'm TA, I'm telling you that I'm maintaining myself because I don't see any new catalysts in the short term. And, they did, however, upgrade some of their 2016, 2017 earnings, about 0.3 to 96%. Fine, I'll give you that. I mean, that's what TA is saying to them. But saying that we don't have any near catalysts. And, they stick by their sell call. Even though they actually had They actually had a briefing with them yesterday for the whole bunch of stuff. But now you're MIDF. What are you telling me that I'm missing?
MIDF is very optimistic. They say they maintain the buy call with TP of 6 ringgit 35 cent, and they say this is because earnings rebound in third quarter, likely to continue into its fourth quarter FY15. Better contributions from Istanbul Sabiha Gökçen Airport, I hope I pronounced that correctly,
Yes.
and cost-cutting initiative implemented by Malaysian Airports to keep operation costs in check. So I think that's the reason why they are so happy about this company. They want to maintain a buy call in this company. Passenger traffic just now we mentioned, but we didn't give the figures. It decreased 2.7% year-on-year in December, and it's a vacation month. So it's very unlikely. Why we saw a decrease of number coming in and going out from the airport?
Yes, so as a TA, I will tell you, MIDF, the fact is because of MAHB's rationalization. Let's not beat around the bush. They are the main airline that flies out of what they call it, KLIA. So when you take away a few flights here, take away a few flights there, reduce capacity by 30 to 40%, how can that not hurt the airport? And yes, they do say that, MIDF does say that, look, you have other guys coming in. You have Emirates that are increasing because, of course, they have partnership with MAHB. You also have, MAHB now, if I want to be correct. You have ANA coming in. You have British Airways coming back. But again, you are getting probably like one frequency a day compared to domestic flights that used to do how many? 4 or 5 a day. So of course, it's tough.
All these airlines, like such as British Airways or Emirates, they are only flying to certain destinations and not to all the other destinations. But MIDF say the declines are temporary because, as historically, other airlines have responded by adding more capacity.
I have to believe it. But being TA, I have to believe it when I see it. No matter what Christoph Muller, the Terminator, does say about the baggage concern. Look, MAHB is not going to bill if you're going to keep making those kinds of mistakes. The 2-day baggage. Yes, it was. No, it wasn't. I know he's explained it and said they had good intentions. You know what they wrote to hell is paved with? Good intentions. Anyway, just to wrap it up for you, we're looking at MAHB today in our broker's call. Two diametrically opposed views. TA has a sell with a target price of 588. They say, look, we don't see any short-term earnings catalyst. We're going to keep it at that. MIDF, though, says, hey, give them a chance. Buy at 635. They say, look, the decrease is temporary. We think it's going to grow. But anyways, that's all for us today on this Wednesday. I'm Nadia Hassan. She's Charlotte Chong. For more and everything, of course, and the Christoph Muller we mentioned, the fact is there's an interview now on the Edge Markets, or pick up a physical copy of the paper at all your sensible newsstands. Good night, guys.